Yeah, welcome to another episode of Free Your Mind. I'm your host, Danny Kofi Ampon. I have one my homies here out here. What's up, Kweku? How you doing, brother, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, because I know it's been a while.
I know.
No, it's been a long time.
It has been since I moved. I haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, so, you left from the U.S. to Canada and Canada back to the U.S.
Yeah. 100%.
So how's if you people that don't know Kweku he's an app builder. He built this app called PickApp Services. PickApp Service is kind of like it's just like next door neighbor, just like Facebook Market, just like that. So you can advertise your business on it. They do anything you want. It can be on it. Can promote businesses, do marketing, do everything on it. So I wanted to invite Kweku, let him come here and share his story. And as you know, the only way to promote ourselves is through each other. So Kweku, you want to let people know what you do?
100%. So, professionally, I'm a software engineer, like you said earlier. But I'm also an entrepreneur on the side as well. So, as you mentioned, I built this app called PickApp, PickApp. And basically, I started, the idea started out when I was in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
And my auntie was visiting me from Ghana. And when she came, she was on a visitor's visa, but she needed a job,
Yeah.
and she couldn't get a job. So she knew how to clean. And so I said, okay, why don't I post that, you're a cleaner and people will message you and give you jobs and stuff like that. And so I posted it at that time, Facebook Marketplace. There is another app called OfferUp.
Yeah.
I posted it on there. But we started getting some jobs and stuff like that. And she did such a good job that we started getting word of mouth.
Repeating clients.
Repeating client, and people were referring us. And at that time, I was working in oil and gas, so I didn't really have the time. If I had the time, sometimes I'll go and do some of the cleaning with her.
Yeah.
I'll go to some of these houses, clean with her. We got to a point where the customers became more than the hands that we had, which is my supporting hands and my auntie. And so I had to hire, fortunately there was a wave of Venezuelan immigrant coming in from South America. And so I had to hire some Venezuelans that they were a game changer for me. They did such a good job. And that's when the company started taking off. And so I decided to build. So in a short story, that's how the app came to be. Yeah.
Okay. So, when you raised in Ghana, people don't really know about building app.
100%.
Yeah. So what really inspired you? How do you actually come and say, let me build app?
So I'm glad you asked me that, actually. Growing up in Ghana, especially, like you said, if you are poor, you don't know what a software is, you don't know what a computer is and all that. I grew up very poor. My grandparents raised me, and because we were so poor, I didn't want to become a burden.
Yeah.
And so at the age of 13, I left home. So I wasn't sleeping at home because I didn't want to become a burden. I was sleeping on rooftops, sleeping in my friends' verandas and all those things, and selling newspapers on the street and stuff like that. I got my entrepreneurship spirit from my grandmother.
Yeah.
She sold bread at the local hospital, and I would follow her. And so she taught me indirectly how to talk to customers and all those things. But I'll give you, a story of how I ended up becoming a software engineer. When I graduated junior high, I started selling newspapers in the streets of Takoradi, in Ghana. In the streets of Takoradi. And there was this store, it's a popular grocery store in Takoradi called Tropical Plaza.
Yeah.
I wanted to supply them newspapers and all that. When I got over there, they said they already had a supplier.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, fine. I get a lot of newspapers anyway, so I'll give you some for free. The ones that you don't buy, I'll give it to you for free. Anyways, long story short, I started giving them newspapers for free. When I go do my rounds, when I get back, I'll take it from them. Mostly the gossipy newspapers like Daily Mail and all those things. One day I show up. Well, they started actually buying from me. One day I show up, and they gave me an envelope that is supposed to be holding the money that they owe me. I didn't open it right then and then. I go to the accounting depot to do accounting of what I sold as far as the newspapers. And I opened the envelope, and it was all US dollars.
Shit. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? At that time, mind you, I
US
was
dollars.
broke and hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I saw it, I was like, damn, they made a mistake. So I walk all the way back over there. It was about 1 mile. I walk all the way back over there. The lady's name is Auntie Roberta. I said, Auntie Roberta, you gave me the wrong money, And she looked at it and she said, oh, you're right, thank you so much for bringing it back and all that. And she said something that up to today, it's like my guiding light, basically. She said, opportunity comes but once.
Yeah.
At that time I didn't understand. But basically, after she said that, the next week when I started supplying her with newspapers, when I got over there, she calls me to the side and she said, what are you doing selling newspapers? Are you not in school? And I told her I'm in school, but I don't have money to pay my fees and all that, so that's why I'm selling newspapers.
To pay the tuition.
Yeah, and she said, if you need anything, just come by and let me know, and I will give it to you. So, fast forward, she supported me until high school. When I was about to graduate high school, she said, what do you think about SATs?
Yeah.
And at that time I hadn't heard of.
You didn't know what
I didn't know what
is.
SATs. I went to a local school where you have to buy your own desk. We don't even have textbooks. You know what I'm saying?
The teacher gotta write on a chalkboard.
On the chalkboard.
This is Ghana, man. Yo, you gotta
You know this.
the white chalkboard. They have to. As soon as they start writing, if
you have to copy it very quickly, or they will clean the other side and all that. You know this.
I know this. I went to school in Ghana. I know this very well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so this lady took a liking to me, basically, and she asked me about SAT, and she said, if I let someone bring you the books to read and all that, will you be able to write the SAT? And I said, yeah.
Why not?
At that time, academics was my bread and butter. Like, people knew me for academics.
Means you're smart in school.
In school, academics-wise. And so I said, yeah, it was an honor it was actually an honor to get a foreign book to be able to read, because we don't get a lot of textbooks.
We don't get books.
They
write it for you. They write it for you.
100%.
Yeah, here kids get textbook. They don't even use it.
They don't even want to use the textbooks over here.
You gotta write before. Man, I remember Kweku, this story you're saying. Growing to school in Ghana in JSS1, sometimes you write, your hand even hurt. The teacher will clean it up. Then you have to go borrow from your friend to write, because if you can't. And me too, I couldn't see. In Ghana, I didn't even have glasses.
And they don't care.
They don't care. Not like here. I didn't even know I needed glasses till I came to Canada.
You got here,
came to Canada. And so your experience, I get
it too.
I've had it too, so I know where you're coming from.
Man, it wasn't easy. But so this lady had the person send me SAT books and CD. At that time, I would go to internet cafes to practice and all that. Anyways, I wrote SAT, got a good score, and got a scholarship. And this lady paid for my plane ticket.
To go to the States?
To go to the U.S. And when I got to the U.S., the scholarship was for electrical engineering. And so that is what I started out with, and eventually changed it to chemical engineering. When I was about to graduate college, though, I had an idea that Uber was now becoming popular.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wanted to create an app where it's a map of where you are. So if you're sitting at the back of Uber, it shows up on the screen. This is way back before Uber became popular. So it shows on a tablet, It's a map of where you are, and where you are going, basically. And if people want to do advertising on it, say if there's your barbershop, a name barbershop is here. When you are passing through and you are in the Uber,
It pops
it
up.
will pop up that hey,
Oh,
there's a
wow.
barbershop over here if you want to get a haircut or something like that, or there's a coffee shop.
Yeah.
So I had this idea, but I didn't know anything about coding.
Yeah.
So I went to the head of computer science department at my school, at my college, was this Chinese immigrant, and he was so gracious. When I told him, he was like, "That's a really good idea. Sit down, let's
work it out."
have a framework for it and all that." So he helped me draft everything, and he said, "It's good to have a great idea, but it's also good to know how to build that idea, even if you are not going to build it yourself. You have to know how to communicate with the people who are going to build it,
Like the concept.
the concepts and all that, the terminologies, the technical side of it. You have to at least know, so you're able to communicate it, or you're able to understand the communication that comes out of the development."
Yeah.
And so he wanted me to sit in his intro to coding class.
Classes, yeah.
So I said, yeah, I'm a curious person by nature. So I sat in his class, and that is when I was blown away. Mind you, I'm about to graduate with chemical engineering degree. I was blown away. I was like, man, if you have an idea, you can just create it just like that.
And it works.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now I became fascinated with coding, software engineering. So fast forward, I graduated, and while I was working in oil and gas, the company that I was working for had an opportunity for me to be able to take classes or go back to school. So I took that opportunity, learned some software and all that,
Yeah.
and that's how I ended up learning how to code. Basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So all these ideas, all that stuff, all came from just the one guy telling you sit in the class.
Yeah,
Wow.
exposure.
Yeah. So see, if you're watching this, any idea that you have that you want to do, if you put your mind to it and put a hard work to it, it will work. Because he didn't give up. He did it, find a way, and then it led him to the right person that he was able to do. So if you're sitting at home, you're a young guy, you're an old man, anything you want to do, you can do. Just a matter of time. No, but Kweku, your story is very interesting. You all just came from you going and sitting in his class and realizing that from chemical engineering all the way, you have to start all over again. Doing
Yeah.
the coding.
Yeah. And so that actually, this is something that I want to say, especially in our community.
Yeah.
For the most part, when you in the West, in the U.S. or in Canada, for the most part, we are put in a box.
Yeah.
You pick any black kid from the block, 8 times out of 10, and you ask them, what do you want to become? They will say a basketball player, an actor, an entertainer. There's nothing wrong with all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to realize that the reason why this psyche is shaped is because way back then, these are the spots, the box that they put you in.
So
You
you
put
can
your
make
people
money,
in.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you could only make money by acting. There was an acceptance there, or basketball, or football, or soccer.
Yeah.
You
Even
know.
soccer, not the US that much. But
Yeah,
in Ghana,
yeah, in Ghana.
Yeah.
In the U.S. now it's becoming popular.
Yeah.
So to your point, we have to do a better job at exposing ourselves to different things. You don't know what is going to spark something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything about coding. That class that was recommended by this professor just blew my mind so much that I started developing an interest for it.
So how did you come up with that concept of the pickup? Because there's so many apps. There's Groupon, there's Facebook Market, there's Next Door Neighbor, there is so many of them. And how were you able to come up with that concept? Okay, let me do this, and it's gonna work. And so and then now you brought it to life. Now it's working.
Yeah. So remember I told you my grandmother kind of indirectly nurtured me on how to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So whenever I followed my grandmother to the hospitals to sell bread, okay, it was all about the patients, which was her customers. She knew their names, where they are from, and all that. The way she talked to them, She made them feel at home. And so even though my grandmother had competition, people wanted to patronize her bread
Because
because
the way she carries herself, the way she treated people.
100%, and her mentality, she always wanted to fix something for them. Even if somebody needed bread, a patient needed bread and they didn't have money, she would give it to them and say, when you have the money,
You can pay later.
yeah, you can let me know. And so I got that from her. Fast forward, I come to the US and I told you about how I ended up with PickApp.
Yeah.
So when I was doing the business, the cleaning business with my auntie and the Venezuelans that I had, I realized that one, a lot of customers wanted transparency in prices. They wanted fairness in prices, and also a lot of cleaners wanted uh, um, like a honest pay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going to do work and being paid for what they did, basically.
Yeah.
And most of these platforms that you've mentioned before, so people that were using to get cleaners, to get jobs, customers, all of them had some kind of flaws. So Thumbtack, for example, they were skimming money from the cleaners
The
that were
clientele.
enlisted on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's if a customer goes on Thumbtack and say they needed cleaning, they will sell one information of a customer. Say if you're a customer, and then you go on Thumbtack to request for a cleaning, they will sell your information to 5 other cleaners.
Oh, so
Like
just
$20.
yeah.
$20. Each cleaner will pay $20 just to talk to you.
So just like leads.
Yeah, it's just like leads. Okay, so the cleaner already is short on money, $20 already, and then you two, you want a fair price, you want a good price,
Yeah.
right? So say your house, it takes 2 hours to clean it, and the cleaner will normally charge $120 to clean it. You go through Thumbtack, you are talking to about 4 cleaners, and so you want the cheapest one, right?
Yes.
That's natural. Every customer want the cheapest price and all that.
Not the best cleaner.
Not the best cleaning. You want a price that looks good to you.
Yeah.
That is human nature.
Yeah.
But what people don't realize is that now the cleaner has to cut corners in order for it to make it work.
Yes, especially with the price that we're asking for so cheap.
100%.
Yeah.
So they have to cut corners and all that. So a lot of cleaners on Thumbtack are complaining. While I was complaining as well. Sometimes there are fake customers that are just inquiring for prices and you have to pay to talk to them.
Yeah.
So customers are frustrated, cleaners are frustrated. So that's when I said, I need to fix this problem.
Yeah.
And so that's when I wanted to create PickApp, where if you're a customer, one, you come on our app, you post a job that you want somebody to clean. We don't sell it to the customers. Okay, customers can talk to you. We don't sell it to the cleaners. The cleaners will talk to you, and if you are good with them, they have good reviews and all that. If you are good with them, we will let the cleaner go clean, and then the customer will earn a cashback, a 5% cashback. Okay, so the customer is getting something for posting their job on PickApp, and also we don't charge the cleaners anything. But after the cleaning, if the customer pays through the app,
Yeah.
we get a small percentage of it
Okay.
in order for maintenance and others. So we're solving a lot of the problem. We're trying to make sure that customers are getting a fair shake, a platform that they can get a fair shake
Yeah.
on as far as cleaners as well.
That's very nice. So, cause in the U.S., you've already started a business already,
100%.
and now you're trying to branch into Canada now.
Yeah.
So far since you've been coming to Canada, how has it been going so far?
Oh man.
It's been tough.
Yeah. So the American market and the Canadian market, even though they are separated by borders,
Yeah.
it's completely totally different. Two different market systems,
Yeah.
I would say. Even though both of them claim
Same thing.
capitalism.
Yeah.
U.S. it's easy. At least Houston, Texas. When I was starting the business, it was easy for me to start the business. Less regulations. Most Americans delegate their day-to-day activities to people like me that have a business.
Yeah.
Okay. In Canada, it's not the same. There's a lot of regulations. When I started the business, it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? The regulations that are in place. Um, Also, it's a different market system, so the
Yeah.
customers are not the same. So you're gonna have to try different things.
Different,
You know,
different,
yeah,
different methods.
different methods. Yeah, yeah. But it's doable. Canada is doable. Yeah.
Now you lived in Canada, you live in the U.S. now. What do you think?
What do I think as far as?
As far as be able to go to two different countries and two different lifestyle. The people here are different. The people in the states are different. Here we don't have, we have gun. Like we have gun rules in the
Yeah.
U.S. difference. Here you cannot carry a gun. The U.S. you can.
100%.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
here you come to Vancouver, we all like chill back, laid back.
Yeah.
And as in the U.S., people like go, 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 go.
Yeah.
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 And then being a black person as well too. Since you've been here, what have you witnessed? What have you gained? What do you think?
So in the U.S., I like the idea of the U.S. as a concept, the American concept that like nobody is in your way.
Yeah.
If you see an opportunity,
You gotta take it.
you take advantage of it, basically. So I like that the market is on steroids in the U.S. Like I said, it's easy to make money in the U.S.
Than here.
than Canada for sure. The U.S. It's
Population.
the population is one of it, you know what I'm saying, but also the availability of capital.
Is available in the U.S.
Yeah, the capital is readily available in the U.S. Compared to Canada. So lifestyle-wise, I personally prefer Canada
Canada. Okay.
because it's much more calmer.
Yeah.
It's much more safer. A lot of people are educated over here, so the level of ignorance
It's not as much.
it's not as much in the U.S. In the U.S., the observations that I've made is that there is a lot of ignorant people with little education that have money as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Money makes you a little bit arrogant.
Yeah, because when you have money, you can
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
It's
Nobody
the
can
lifeblood
bother you.
of
Yeah.
life. So a lot of people in the there's a good chunk of the population that are less educated, more ignorant, but have money. You know what I'm saying? So their voices are amplified, basically. In Canada, when I came, man, I felt like a king, basically. You know what I'm saying? The communities that I fell into, amazing. I met amazing people. I didn't have to look over my shoulder. I went into places where I didn't have to think twice about, what is going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I suppose compared to the U.S. where you have to kind of, in some places you have to,
You gotta be careful.
you got to be careful. You have to know about it.
Yeah.
People were telling me if you're traveling to Florida and you're driving in some places in Louisiana or Mississippi, you cannot stop.
Yeah, you gotta keep
basically.
going.
Yeah, you have to keep going, which is wild to me. In Canada, since I came, you've seen some of my pictures.
Yeah.
I go
Everywhere.
without thinking twice about it. And I've met amazing people here. Yeah.
Wow. So people that have never been here, what would you tell them? Like what experiences have you had? What
I'm a big advocate for exposure.
exposure?
So regardless whether it was Canada or not,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you have the opportunity, go somewhere and experience people. Go and experience the place. It will make you richer, not in money, but just in life.
It opens your eyes.
It opens your eyes. So when I travel to Europe and I meet a Canadian from Vancouver, I'll be able to talk to them about Vancouver.
That's true.
You know what I'm
That's true.
saying?
Yeah.
That's how rich you become when you travel. So if you're a young person, especially if you're in the U.S. and you feel trapped, because a lot of Americans, especially Black Americans or African American, and when I say African American, Africans that have been moved to the U.S.
Yes.
Make a plan and travel. Make a plan. Go into spaces that otherwise you will not go.
Yeah.
Or make you richer.
Because you gotta learn. When you travel, you learn. When you don't travel, when I was younger and I had a chance to travel, I went all over the world. Sometimes I'll pack my bags and I'm gone. My family will be looking for me, they don't even know. Or sometimes I'll get in my car, I'm gone to like Penticton for 3-4 days. because you gotta explore.
100%.
But now that I have like family and stuff, it's very hard now. But before I used to do it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
say try to instill that in your family as well.
My kids love traveling.
Yeah.
Once in a while, we try to go out of town, at least once a month or something. But as with work and stuff, it's been very
It
difficult.
gets in the way.
Yeah, it gets in the way.
100%. 100%.
Especially with this, my girl not be able to get time off too. Sometimes it's a problem. But other than that, it's not that bad at all. Me, I love Canada. I won't lie to you. I love Canada.
I love Canada.
Anywhere I go, I can't. Well, as soon as
You come back home.
I get on the plane, I land in Vancouver Airport. It's like a weight lifted off my shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like going to Ghana. When you get to Ghana, you arrive at the airport. Nothing matters no more.
I know.
No bills, no credit card bills, no phone bills, nothing.
It's a different kind of
It's a
feeling.
different kind of feeling. You don't need to worry about your credit card bill because you don't even have to pay. They have no bills.
It's pay as you go.
Yes, and when you're rich in Ghana, you're rich.
Oh my goodness.
It's pure cash.
You live
Yeah, when
like
you're
a
rich,
king.
you're rich, but you still have bills to pay. You still, at the end of the month, your phone bill is due. You have to pay. Your car insurance is due. Your mortgage is due. Your rent is due. So it's like so many different kinds.
100%.
So that's my perspective is I love it over here. I know you've been here too. You've experienced it. What would you tell some of the people in the U.S. about Canada?
I would say that you'll be surprised the benefits, even if it's just for a visit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it's just for a visit. But if you are a business-minded person, Canada has a lot of use cases that you can set up businesses over here as well. But you have to have a tough skin.
Like the finances and stuff.
Yeah, you have to have a tough skin and you have to be mentally strong, because it's not the same as the US where, like I said, it's easier to start a business, but it's doable over here. So I would say if you're in the US for a visit, come over here and experience. It's so less pollution. The safety part of it is big for me as well. I want to be able to live life without fearing that I'm going to be shot
one day.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or somebody is going to start some shit with me. And so I love Canada. If there are good, the US again, like I said,
You can make money quick.
you can make money quick. You meet people. Your podcast is called Free Your Mind.
Yeah.
One of the places that you can free your mind is the US.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You can
Say whatever you want.
say whatever you want, think whatever you want to think, do whatever you want to do. This is why all the big name companies originate from the US. There are a few factors, but one of the reasons, like look at Zuckerberg. He started Facebook in a dormitory.
Yeah.
Dell was started in a dormitory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
HP.
HP,
Microsoft.
Google was started in a garage and all those
Apple.
things. Apple, all those things. It's because they give their kids and their people the freedom to experiment. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to in Ghana,
Yeah.
I remember when I was growing up, like I said, I was following my grandmother to the local hospital. When I go and I sell my bread and I'm done, I'll go to the dumpster, the hospital's dumpster, and I'll pick the broken electronics and bring it home to kind of repair it.
So you can use it.
Yeah, I remember one day I opened up those rotary phones. I opened it up, it was broken, and I was connecting it to batteries, and it was making noise, and I was excited. Man, I got slapped so hard by one of my aunties.
Because you think you're going to get electrocuted or something.
Oh no, she thought I was wasting time. Instead of you to go do your chores, you know what I'm saying? But in the US, they will encourage you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing too I want to tell all African parents. If you have a kid and they are curious about things, it doesn't have to be electronics or it doesn't have to be software. Whatever they are curious in, it can be videography, it can be blogging or whatever. Help them, promote them, be curious about it with them, supply them with time and resources. Even if you don't have money, be there for them. You don't know what the kid is going to do.
That's true because because we all pretend. Sometimes we get scared a little bit that your kid might waste their time. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
every African parent want their kids to be like lawyers,
Yeah,
judges,
doctor.
doctors.
Yeah,
Even if you're not a doctor, they tell you go to school to become a doctor, even if it doesn't interest you. And then by the time you finish, you realize you wasted your time.
yeah,
You know, you go to school for 4 years, you go learn about, go become a lawyer, but it's not even what you want to do. No, so I know, I get what you're saying. So
yeah.
please, parents, if you're watching this, give your, whatever your kid want to do, support them. If they want to play basketball, they want to play cricket, they want to do whatever, they don't play video game, support them. They want to be a YouTuber,
Yeah.
support them.
Even video games.
Yeah.
As a parent, you do have a barometer. You know when a kid is doing something too much,
Yeah.
right? But even video games. Look at I Show Speed and
Yeah.
Kai Sanat and all
Yeah.
those people. It was streaming.
That they became them famous.
Yeah, and now they're on Times Magazine
Yeah.
and all those things. And I'm sure the parents are proud of them.
Oh yeah, I like the concept that you have that. If your kid likes something, push them. Don't distract. Don't discourage them. Say don't do this. I think me, I'm one of those people because sometimes my son wants to play video games, and I'll be like, no, come on, man, take it easy. Because sometimes if you give him like a whole day, he wants to be on it. Sometimes I tell him take it easy a little bit. But now that you said it, I know he wants to be a YouTuber. I think I'll get him to start, let him start recording himself because you never know.
You never know. You never know. And kids grow, right? So what you can do as a parent is that most kids, if you give them the freedom, they will play games the whole day. So as a parent, what you do is, okay, you're gonna have to, if you want that freedom, every freedom comes with responsibility. If
Yeah.
you want things to turn out good, a lot of people just focus on the freedom
Yeah.
and they ignore the responsibility,
Yeah.
and that's why we have a lot of problems in society. Every freedom comes with a responsibility. So as a parent, you tell your kid, hey, if you want to play games for 3 hours, all I need from you is you have to do your chores and also you have to read for
Yeah.
like an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
you have to
understand.
put in things in
Place.
between, to make that kid responsible and then give them the freedom. And as a parent, you have to be, to add to what you were saying, you have to be curious about your kid and what they are doing.
Yeah.
Because if kids know that you can talk to them about what they are doing, they are more inclined to open up to you.
That's true.
About what they are doing.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, I get that one. You're perfectly right. But our culture, the parents close start to shut you down.
Yeah.
Before you start, they're like, no, you tell your parents you're going to be a cameraman. They'll be like, what? You want to be videographer? They're like, what?
You want to waste your life.
Go to school. Go to school. You go to be a lawyer.
I know.
But Dad, I don't like law. Hey, you are doing
I
law.
want to become a lawyer. The African parents.
Oh, but Dad, I want to be a YouTuber. Yo, no.
YouTuber?
YouTuber, no.
What is YouTuber? You think YouTube will feed you?
I remember when I was young, and I was so good at soccer. People used to like fly me to go play. I used to tell they used to come to my house and beg my dad for me to play. My dad would be like, no. I remember one time we had to go to the States to go play soccer with the school team. My dad refused, and then the coach actually came to my house, begged my dad. I had to forge my dad's signature before I can go across the border because he wouldn't let me go play.
Yeah.
But like now with the assumption, if my dad my dad would be like, hey, if you want to play soccer, make sure you get straight A's. I probably would have worked harder.
Exactly.
But at those days, I was not paying attention to that.
Yeah.
So now I know the concept you're saying. So a parent, if your kids want to do something, support them, encourage them. Like you said, put barriers in place. Tell them if you want to do this, do this. You want to play video games? Maybe you gotta get straight A's. You want to play sports? You gotta put the effort. You gotta do something. So as a parent, you gotta keep it going. Me, I'm a parent myself, so I do that to my kids. My kids, they want to play video games. They gotta do their homework. If you want to play basketball, I tell my daughter, you want to play soccer, you want to do this, you have to get good grades. You want to go hang out with your friends, your report card gotta be good. So, as a parent, if you're watching, give your kids give your kids the opportunity.
100%.
Let them go and let them be like you. But stop telling the kids what they love. Don't do it.
Stop being a dictator.
Yeah, it doesn't take anywhere.
Yeah.
Especially black parents.
100%.
We all grew it. We all like a product of it, and now, thank God, we got opportunity to come to Canada and the US, be able to make something happen. So the PickApp service app is available now. Download it. get it going. If you're a business person, you can put your business on it. Anything you want to know, please hit up PickApp Services. It's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, it's on the App Store, Apple,
Google Play Store.
Google Play Store. It's on everywhere. Please download it. And if you need anything, don't feel free to, you can leave a message for Kweku. I'm on it too. If you need help, you can message me. I'll get you the right sort to Kweku. Because this app is going to be big. We need everybody's support. If you find it, please let us know. And you see it on my Instagram all the time. I've been posting it. If you have a business, if you're a home-based business, you can put your business on it. If you're a regular business, you can put it on there. If you have a hotel, you have anything, put it on it.
100%. And you earn money by putting your services on there. So right now, since we rolled it out,
Yeah.
anybody who signs up automatically gets $20.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That goes towards any service. So say if you want something delivered or you want your clothes washed and all that, you already have $20 that we're giving you. If you sign up, you're getting $20 right off the bat. And then on top of that, you get a cash back on every service that you post. 5%, which adds up. That can give you free services as well. So yeah, like Danny said, it's, we have referral programs as well. If you refer it to somebody, you get some money. So yeah.
And then once again, Kweku, thank you for coming. I know you're a busy man. You live in Vancouver. You live in Seattle. I don't know how you do it. It's like a truck driver. I don't know if you have a wife in Seattle, a wife in Vancouver, but whatever you're doing, keep it up, man. Because I know it's not easy, and I know you work so hard. Me, I'm here to help. Anything that we do to help, because I know it's not easy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kweku.
And thanks for the support as well. You've been supportive, and I'm glad that you invited me. I've had it was a good time.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Because man, we know how the business works. We have to help each other.
We do.
Because without people helping us, without you coming here to support us, there's no business.
100%.
And that's how life is about. One hand washes the other when you keep going. And any support I can give to make sure the PickApp service becomes like Facebook, become like next door neighbor, we will do. So everybody that follows me, everybody that follows the Free Your Mind, you follow Anim Harry, anything, please go out and download the app. It's a great services. We need to get it going. And you know what? You can buy shares in there. So just help out. It gets big, everybody gets big.
100%. We all eat.
Thank you, man, Kweku.
100%.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.